So with the College Football 26 deep dive, the gameplay trailer, all that stuff came out yesterday. We got Madden's a little bit earlier in the week, and they look very similar. Like gameplay wise, these games I think are going to play very similar, but there is some gameplay differences. So that's what this video is going to be today. Today we're going to break down the 10 differences from college football's gameplay from Madden's. Basically, it's going to be what new features college has that Madden does not, because there actually is there's some big ones in here. If you want like the whole rundown of like all the new stuff in general that's going to be kind of in the game, just look at my Madden video I did a couple days ago, because pretty much all of that stuff is going to be in this game. Basically what you're getting in this video though is just the stuff that we have not talked about yet that we saw that's just going to be in the college game. None of this will be in Madden. Let's go ahead and get right into this thing, man. The number one thing, the first thing on our list that's going to be new for College Football 26 is that you can double motion. And I got all this information from the Gridiron Notes. There was another 40-page SAEA typed out for both of these games, and it's funny, a lot of it's the same stuff, so they're actually maniacs for writing out the same exact things, but they did do it. But in College Football 26, man, you're going to be able to double motion. I don't know if we have ever been able to do this in the history of like football gaming. I don't know. Since I've played, you've never been able to double motion. So what I mean by double motion is if, let's say, for example, let's say I'm in spread, okay, I grab my slot receiver to the left, I motion him over to the right. I can grab somebody else and I can motion them. I don't know what they did not explain at all the limits of this. We don't know if we're going to be able to legit just motion anybody on the field, because that is going to cause a little bit of complications, because it might create some illegal formations. I don't know. You will be able to motion more than one person on the field, so you can almost in a way create a whole new formation in that formation while on the field. Pretty big stuff. I wish they would have talked about it a little bit more. They were very brief with it, but this is a very big change coming up. Number two, this is going to be Stadium Pulse related. So there's actually a bunch of changes to Stadium Pulse. One of the ones being, and I talked about this all year, like I'll have a running back right next to me. I'm trying to hot route him, but I can't hot route him because of Stadium Pulse, even though the guy is literally right next to my hip, but he cannot hear me. That is getting fixed in College Football 26. You will be able to actually hot route that guy, and really anybody close to you in general. And it even says, for example, like if you're struggling to hot route a guy, it's not letting you because of Stadium Pulse, I guess there's going to be like, it'll even like tell you why or something like that. There's going to be other changes to Stadium Pulse. For example, if you're the away team, you're playing at the home team, it's going to be a little bit easier to quiet the crowd as well. Let's say like you hit a big 20-yard pass downfield, you get a first down. It's going to immediately kind of lower the Stadium Pulse a little bit, which is going to be good because this stuff is going to be an online play, and if they're going to have it, they got to have some ways to be able to counter it big time. So but now it's not easy just to get a 20-yard pass when you're not going to be able to probably hot route and all that stuff, but at least they are making it a little bit easier to quiet the Stadium Pulse. Number three, College Football 26 is going to be getting triple the amount of plays and formations and stuff that Madden is going to be getting. So Madden is getting, I think it said, about 1,000 new plays, which is double what they had the year before. The year before they had 500. As for College Football 26, we're getting 2,800, so it's not triple exactly, but it's almost triple the amount Madden is getting. We're getting formations, plays. We're going to get new playbooks, obviously, because of Delaware and Missouri State getting added into the game. So it's going to be exciting. Number four, this actually might be the year of the SWATs. So basically, swatting this year in college football, I'm not going to say it might be a necessity, but it's something you might want to use more. And the reason why is because they basically say in this game that you will get just a higher jump when you go to SWAT. You'll get more range when you go to SWAT. So has there ever been a bunch of times when you've went to go and intercept the ball, but you were just a little bit out of reach, or you were just like, so close to picking it, but you were just not enough arm length there, whatever you want to call it, right? Basically, if you SWAT now in that situation, you're going to get the animation. You're at least going to get a hand on the ball, and it's going to at least break it up. So I guess they did some big changes to swatting. So look to swat the ball, I guess, a little bit more this year when you're just a little out of reach. Number 5 is going to be dynamic abilities. I think we all pretty much know what this is at this point. If you don't, when your player is hot, their abilities go up another tier. If you got gold workhorse, goes up to platinum workhorse. You got shifty gold, it goes up to platinum. You get it, right? I don't know why. My brain just kind of stopped thinking for a second. So your abilities go up a whole nother tier. We've kind of been known about this, but it is obviously a big difference in the game. Number 6 is going to be speed options are supposed to be better in college football 26. So the gridiron notes is once again something. It's funny how like some of the most important stuff they talk about in the gridiron notes, they will speak on it so briefly, but then something that is just like, we're not reading all of it, we don't care, like it's not that serious, they go into like 3-paragraph text about. But speed options are supposed to be better. They talk about it very briefly in the gridiron notes. They don't say much, but they just said the animation is supposed to be smoother, supposed to be a little bit faster. And I wasn't going to throw it on here just because it said that, but from people that have played the game, that are actually good at the game, that know what they're doing, have even told, or not, they even told me, but they've told the world, they've tweeted, they made posts about it saying that like it's just supposed to be even better this year. Now, at College Football 25, it was really good at the start of the year. You could even argue it was overpowered. Then they patched it, they made it really bad, and then as we're kind of at the end cycle of the College Football 25, it's actually pretty good. Like its speed options are really good. I don't know how different they're going to be, but people were saying they're going to be better. Number 7, the wear and tear sliders. You actually got to see it in the gameplay trailer. They showed it off pretty much. It's not going to be in Madden, which I guess makes sense because it's Madden's first year getting wear and tear, but the wear and tear sliders are so into depth, man. I'm not going to go crazy talking about it because I don't even really understand it all, but just imagine like the most normal tackle. There's a slider for how much damage it does. Pretty much everything, man. It's pretty crazy. Number 8, you can actually visually see on the field when your players are hurt. So, for example, if your quarterback has some type of leg injury going on, you'll see your quarterback walk up to the line, kind of maybe grabbing his hamstring or the back of his thigh or something like that. You see it in the gameplay trailer. It doesn't really... obviously, gameplay really changed anything. It's just kind of a visual thing, but it's pretty cool to see. Number 9, this is something I don't think I've really seen a whole lot of people talking about, but in Dynasty, you know how you kind of have to manage your players a little bit with, wear and tear, not overusing them a little bit sometimes, or going throughout the season. Maybe they're going to the next game wear and tear, maybe not using them as much, or maybe not even using them, just knowing how to manage your roster and all that stuff. You're going to have to do that a little bit more in College Football 26, because not only now is there going to be, that wear and tear and stuff, but your abilities will actually go down a tier depending on how much wear and tear that player is using. So that could be like something throughout the season. So say they got platinum shifty, there's a chance it could go down to silver shifty. Now, I would assume that the wear and tear and all that stuff would have to be pretty extreme, and you're just like kind of intentionally not even managing your players and stuff, but it is going to be something you're going to have to watch out for in Dynasty. And this one right here is our very last one. Number 10, players will actually catch interceptions this year. They actually spent a whole paragraph, it might have been 2 paragraphs, I think it was just one though, just going off talking about how they heard our response. We hate dropping picks. And, I'll be honest, I feel like I've heard this a bunch from EA in the past, so I'm not going to be completely sold on them saying this, but they did say we will be able to catch interceptions. Like, they're talking about the easy ones. They go right to us. So we'll see. I'm not full on bought into that yet because, like I've said, I've played these EA products for a while, and I've heard that statement a lot. So they got to show it to me, but I do like to hear it. I decided, you know what, I'll throw a little bonus one in there. Everybody likes a nice little bonus. They've kind of changed a lot of the tackling mechanics in the game. It looks, this is something though that's kind of, it looks like it's already in Madden. You know how Madden has like the whole boom tech thing where you got to kind of time tackling in a way that kind of looks like what they're adding to college football. Now, they've added a ton of new tackling animations, hit stick animations, and all that stuff, but it does seem like they're kind of added that timing the hit stick thing to college. Not completely sure. I don't really understand. That's why I kind of just threw it in there as a bonus thing, but I guess we'll have to see what happens. But yeah, man, those are pretty much the major differences gameplay-wise we're getting from college football compared to Madden. All that stuff we kind of talked about in this video. Madden is not getting, now if Madden does, it was something that wasn't really spoken on in the gridiron notes. They didn't really tell us that's why I can only go based off what they've told us. If there's anything else that we might have possibly left off in this video, you guys can comment it down below. If there's anything you guys want a little bit more insight on or clarification on, you guys can comment that down as well. And if you did enjoy this video, man, drop a like. And if you're not subbed to the channel, gotta sub to the channel, man. There's gonna be a lot of more update videos like this, more content we're gonna be bringing for College Football 26 and for Madden 26. You definitely don't want to miss out. Till the next time, man, I'll see y'all boys in the next one.